So here's a checkpoint. We're going to write the fourth degree polynomial with real coefficients 1, -2, and 2i as zeros, and f of -1 is equal to 10. So hopefully you're trying these. You could try the checkpoint, play the video a little bit, see if you're doing the right steps, making sure you're on the right path. Here we could go ahead. We're going to use the theorem again. So we have f of x is equal to a. Remember that we write a since they don't tell us that a is equal to something. We're going to have parentheses x. We're going to go with our first zero, which is 1. So -1. And then we have -2. So we're going to say +2. And then we have our complex. So we have x. So these are, whenever you have a 2i, 3i, 4i, then they're easy. Unlike the example number 7, where it was a number minus 7i or 2 plus 4i, then you have to do a little bit more work or more steps. So here we have x minus 2i, and then we have x plus 2i. Instantly, we should be able to do the last two factors. Remember that it's just a squared plus b squared since you have the i's. Our a value here is x, so we have x squared. Our b value is 2, so it's going to be plus 4, so 2 squared. We could go ahead and do the first two factors. So you have x times your second factor, and then you have -1, so -1 times your second factor. So here we have x squared plus 2x. Don't forget to distribute the negative, so x, 1x, and -2. Combine like terms, so you have 2x squared plus x minus 2. So here we have a times x squared plus x minus 2. And our complex gave us x squared plus 4. We could focus on the second factor. So we say x squared times our first. So x squared plus x minus 2. Now we have plus 4. So plus 4. Go ahead and distribute for x to the fourth plus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 4x plus 4x, or 4x squared plus 4x minus 8. Let's go ahead and combine. So x to the fourth is the only one. X cubed is the only one. You have a negative 2x squared plus a 4x squared, so you have plus 2x squared. So these are gone. We only have one 4x, and then minus 8. All right, so let's go ahead and write it over here. So we have 8 times, and then we're going to write this x to the fourth, x cubed plus 2x squared plus 4x minus 8. And now we get this last piece of information of f of -1 is equal to 10. So x is equal to -1 and y is, or f of x is 10. So here we're going to put 10. So now we're going to solve for a. So since we have a negative, so make sure you put it in parentheses, -1 to the fourth plus -1 cubed plus 2 parentheses -1 squared plus 4 -1 minus 8. Once you do all that, you get 10 is equal to a, and it's a -10. So we're going to divide by -10, so we have a is equal to -1. So we go back to our function, our polynomial, which was this one. We're going to multiply by -1, so that means we're going to change the sign on all of them. So f of x is equal to -x to the fourth minus x cubed. Here I see a plus, so minus 2x squared. I see a 4x, so that's a minus 4x. And then the last term is -8, so plus 8.